Alright, so are we ready for another Start SSF on Beginner episode with this Warlord? Last time I think already like pushed to Act 3 Elite, right? So we're gonna finish Elite. I'm probably not gonna do the expansions even on Elite, like it's not really worth it to do that. In my opinion, unless you, well, wanna farm the experience potions, right? Then you could do Ashes of Mammoth and like farm the Mammoth guys up to Revered, right? Like these guys. Up to Revered, either an Elite or maybe even a normal already. Like, if you're completely new to Grim Dawn, then that's probably the safer play, what you should do, at least when you're playing hardcore. If you're playing softcore, then it's not really that necessary, I would say. Hey, yo, anyway, welcome on. 2-piece Praetorian Blitz boots, last I found. I got these boots like, I think 3 times already. It's so stupid. I need like the empowered version though, like, these are only level 40 right now, right? Level 40, 54, level 40 pass is what I only right now. Praetorian is level, I mean, Praetorian is still really good, even for only being level 50. Totally normal shield, we can get an upgrade here in Elite, right? Like the 75 version of this, basically. We got the Krieg shield upgrade, right? I just got it first try with Fizzrest on top on the Elite. That's pretty, yeah, interesting, right? We gotta start with the Alacrity. Then I have like another one. I have the Crushing of Arcane Blaze as well, that's level 70 version. That's gonna be an upgrade, right? I think I did upgrade the Cronus Signet, yes I did. Slith Prime Rings Elite version as well. Alright. I got some usable gear here. 2-piece Baldier as well if you wanted to. I don't know, I feel like Baldier, I mean it's good if you're playing Bladerag, right? Otherwise it's probably not that great. No triple rare Bargol. Yeah, I mean that would be like the only thing that's even better than what I have right now, right? Probably. I mean that would be better for sure. I don't need to save these, do I? Okay. Actually, we should keep these in inventory, right? Like in our personal stash. Also keep the dynamite. I don't need these pots on... I mean you can use them of course, right? Like pots are in the game to be used, they're not like... I mean, some people say they're cheating, I mean, they're obviously not cheating, they're in the game, right? Like what? Why would they be cheating? But yeah, usually you wanna like save them for harder bosses, or like if you're lacking some resistances, and you're like about to fight a boss that has, I don't know, like huge fire damage, or fire resistance shred, like Sharzul and Bastion of Chaos, then you might wanna like use a Flame Director ointment before you fight him, right? Anyway, let's just proceed with Act 4 here, right? Yeah, we're basically... yeah, we've cleared Kairos, right? And we're gonna go to Forlycan. Augments are cheating, components are cheating. Low-card set is cheating. Yeah. Might be a meme, we'll see. The Ravenous Earth, the Fizz Ravenous Earth. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's me, maybe it's not. I've actually never tried it. What about Devotions? What are we playing right now? We're playing this and that, and then we could take out this node for the DA here, right? However, I still need the Chaos Rush. Kind of. I mean, if I move over to Ultimate, then I will also need it again, right? Like, I'm gonna lose another 25% to my resistances, going from Elite to Ultimate, like to the top and bottom row. So it's gonna be a little bit rough on Pierce, Chaos and Poison, right, for the most part. Everything else will be fine. Like, Vit is 22 right now, but I can get like more Vit Rest on the rings, that's no problem with components. I should at least be honored with a faction though, right, and then also like use actual augments, right? I haven't used a single augment yet, or do I? Am I using an augment right now? I'm not using an augment, right? Yeah, once you're honored with a faction, like any faction really, I mean, I'm almost like revered with Homestead already, okay. You should check out the, not only should you buy the red that they sell you, right, you should also, well, check out their augments, right, and just use the augments because you can use them on top of components in every single gear slot, right. More than one movement's ability equals cheating. We all know augments and components are cheating, that's why I don't use them. Nice. You're ethical, truly ethical. Pets are cheating, retail is cheating, using your mouse is cheating. True ethical, no components, no augments, controller, gameplay, right? That would be it. That would be like the pinnacle of GRIMTOOLS. I mean, playing with controller is not that bad in this game, it's pretty chill. I guess. I've not really properly tried it yet. I should, like with Xbox coming out soon though, right? Like with the Xbox version coming out soon. Yo, adios, welcome. Trackpad or colored. Are there any items with movement abilities? Well, not yet. Yo, old workman. QOTF Raider. Stands for what? Quality of 3F? What? I have no idea. Queen of the Forest. It's like the match queen, but different. Yo, Butcher, welcome. Crescenti, welcome. Whereas Might is the only movement ability that can attack landscape, while Blitz and Shadow Strike can't, yikes. What? It's not even true. Let me attack landscape. I'm literally using another one that can do the same thing, right? Yo, class 10 Workman, playing is cheating. If you play a lot, you will be too strong. Yeah. How dare you play the game, dude? Okay, we got some pants here actually. Demon Bone leg plates. Fist damage, overguard, resilience. Pierce thrust, Vitreous. Actually, these aren't that bad. Alright. These are like actually usable right now. How would I fix my bleed rest then for high difficulty though? And we can just use it now and then switch it out later maybe. Virus might as well more versatile. More versatile. I mean, yeah, in general, of course it is. 2K is like 65, what the fuck. Hashtag just Warlord things. Yep. I mean, yeah, you can only, yeah, that is true. But there's still, like, you can also use a leap, right? You can use a leap in anything, like. Virus Might is not the only ability that can do that. There's also leaps, there's teleports, right? There's, I mean, even disengage can target ground, right? And you can blitz on everything that's like clickable or like attackable, like you can even like blitz on like crate, right? It doesn't have to be a monster, you can like click on this thing, right? The crate here. Yeah. That also works. But yeah, I mean, if you're comparing it only to Blitz and to Shadow Strike, then of course Virus Might is more flexible, so to say. I would say when it comes to like good mobility though, I would always prefer a mix of like one targetable and one like non-targetable skill, because the targetable skills, if you use them properly, you can like how do you say that, like travel like a way like longer distance than like Virus Might, for example, could. Yo, Ground Zero, welcome on. How do you fix bleed rest on soldier? Yeah, I don't know how you would do that, right? That should be very hard to do, right? Very, very hard. What? Let's just put 2 points here then. I mean, I need the armor absorber anyway, right? I think. Okay. Now let's go back to this portal that I left here and go to the tomb of the Archon. Okay. Get good. That's your advice. Your play is top tier and you know it. What play? You thought about using a controller sometimes because old man hands? Is that your play? What? Big true copy. You're not even gonna bother with hardcore this time? Okay. Yeah, hardcore is gonna be interesting this season for sure. Yo, Blender Bookman. Scrap core pog. Played Adventures of Van Helsing with the controller. I feel like the last game that I played with the controller was probably like Crash Bandicoot. And that's some time ago. I even played Dark Souls with a keyboard. I don't know why, but I did it. Was there a boss here? I don't see a boss. Do you think RF beats Cadence on this build? For now, yes. For endgame, both can be very good, and Cadence can potentially be better than RF. It depends also like on how much you want to use Shattering Smash, right? If you're using RF, then you have a higher chance to proc Shattering Smash. If you're playing Cadence and you have like, I mean you can't proc Shattering Smash on your third hit, so... You have like a 33% less chance to proc Shattering Smash basically. I wonder if Shattering Smash, because it like hits with your shield as well, counts as like 2 charges for Cadence. That would be interesting to find out actually, because I have not tried that ever. Like I've never played Cadence with Shattering Smash ever. That would be very interesting to know. Daily momentum is huge. Yeah, that is true. That is true. It is huge. Dark Souls with the keyboard? Yeah, I played Dark Souls 1 and like... I didn't go into like new game, but I beat Dark Souls 1 with keyboard and mouse, yes. I'm not gonna say it was easy though, and it wasn't easy. Took me a while. Yo, Jafar, welcome. You're not playing hardcore again until Adric is removed from the pit. I mean, you could also just like not go to the pit, you know. Like you don't have to go to the pit. You can just walk by or like go through the mine instead. Open the gates, thank you. Right. I forgot how stupid this spell is. I mean, I played it like 2 days ago, but it's still amazing how stupid this spell is. What is this? Damage. You might take the mines next time, yeah. Should be the safe plan, I think. The hostile to Barham and looking at other guns, you saw that I need their augments. Do I need to create another character? Which augment do you need from them? Like, I mean, yes, not having a certain augment does suck a little bit, but I wouldn't say it's like that build defining that you need to like create a new character just because of that. Like you should be still fine with another augment instead. If he needs double Ravager's Eye, but I don't know. I feel like if you need double Ravager's Eye nowadays, then your build is just not built the wrong, like the right way. I mean, I was using, or like I was defaulting to Ravager's Eye a lot as well back in the day, but I feel like nowadays it shouldn't be necessary on any build anymore. I mean, DA is optional, right? I mean, it's not really optional, but there, you can also like, you know, do something else. Yo, hail, welcome on. Morning to you. Stunjack's pretty sketchy. I mean, Stunjacks can be really good. It's just a little sketchy how you sustain with them. I mean, there are ways now to get lance hit to them, or like weapon dash to them. But yeah, spamming Stunjacks can still feel kind of sketchy. Cooldown Stunjacks is pretty chill though, but also cooldown Stunjacks is less damage. I mean, you can still play cooldown Stunjacks, it's not like you can't play it, it's fine. I mean, I played a bit as well with cooldown Stunjacks. And you can kite well then, but it's certainly less damage than spam. Got a really important question, do you still pet the beaver named Friedrich from time to time? Is it the beaver from the beaver game? I'm pretty sure that one probably is not alive anymore, I'm sorry. Can I show devotions? I mean, sure. You can also check out the entire... You can also... Holy shit. You can also check out the entire build if you write ! build. And then check out the GRIMTOOLS link. But yeah, that's what I'm playing right now. So basically Assassin's Mark, right? Bear, Light of Empyrean, because I'm not using Warcry. If you're playing Warcry, then you don't need those. But I decided not to play Warcry in this case. Ulzard and Azarka, and like some nodes here. I'm gonna remove this node here later and put it here. But for now I need the Chaos Rush. Did really deep. I'm sorry, dude. Stunjacks can't stun Celestials, therefore scam, or just jacks. They're just jacks. I mean, just quick jacks, right? I have one RF charge, and first charge damage is 30%. Does that mean all the damage it's supposed to deal is multiplied by 0.3?
Good, you're back.
Keep Otos and ult.
Yes. Yo, hey car, how are you, man? Welcome, welcome. Thanks so much for the 5 months. How you doing, man? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate the support. Good old days of double Ravages, Iron, Triple Arcanum Dust, Prismatic Diamond. Yeah, exactly, async. Oh, yeah. That's true though, Ground Zero and Vargas. You need double Ravage's Eye for playing a pet build, right? For pet builds you really want the Ravage's Eyes though. I mean, it's Atakan, if 1 hour F charge is 30% of the damage that is stated on RF, right? So it's like 30% of 108% plus 158, I mean 108% weapon damage, 158 physical damage, and 159 flat burn damage, right? So, yeah. I mean, I'm not really using it right now for damage, honestly. Like, it literally deals less damage than my default attacks right now, like at only 1 charge. Once I'm at, I think, like 4, I guess like at around 80% of the stated values over there, you should have more damage than a default attack. Like, the first 3 hits are less damage, and then from the 4th hit on, you deal more damage. But like, the more points you put in here, the like earlier you're gonna hit your break-even point, right? Like, at like, I don't know, way more points here, you're gonna hit like a break-even point after like 2 attacks already usually. And then like all attacks from like your 3rd or 2nd attack on will be like more damage than your default attacks, right? And also you get like more attack speed, the 80 rounds armor on Consecration, right? I have like 2.3k armor even with this active actually. So yeah, it's still like good for the stats, right? Flat bonuses. I think it's all damage that is stated on the RF itself, and not only the weapon damage. But I'm not quite sure. I mean, obviously it's only the damage of RF itself. Like, using RF is not gonna reduce your damage from Blitz or something like that. But anybody have a good RF bot that uses Transmitter? Aren't there like a ton of dervishes out there that do that? Like Venom Blade Dervish, for example. Does it also change Shattering Smash's RR to Acid? No, it won't. No, that won't happen. Generally, you cannot convert resistance reduction. The only exception is Guardian's Aura, but that's because of this transmitter being like a very, very special transmitter. Because it like literally changes the entire path to like another model. Yeah, that's basically the only reason why it can do that as well. So why am I even going here? I don't need to go here, right? I already have like 55 devotion points. Oh well. Might as well try to get some blueprints from the shrine. Open the Hallowed Fang for that. Hollowed Fang. Is it normal that every time I ran into the pit and I am there, you want to ask him some questions about the game? You just wanted to ask really nicely and then I started attacking you. So rude, right? So rude. You got a Decree of the Circle of 5. It's not even that bad. But it's more like a caster dagger, right? I mean, the conversion would be good for the devotion proc, I guess, from this. But does it really like that much damage? I don't know. Probably not, right? Plus 2 to Shattering Smash and plus 2 to Smite. This one is actually also not a bad weapon, right? Like, it's just totally normal shit. It's probably totally better. Is there any farming totems to get gear for ultimate? You mean farming totems on elite? I mean, I'm gonna farm all the shrines and totems that I can see, but I'm not gonna like actually target farm them. That's probably a waste of time, I think. Hey Philipp, wie war denn der Urlaub? Grässlich, im Hotel hatte ich die Zimmernummer 100. Vom Türschild ist die 1 abgefallen. So he was in a hotel room with the 00 at the door, on the number. Right, why is double zeros? I mean, I guess it's supposed to be some kind of German joke about 00. Doppel-Null. I mean, that's just calling him a loser. But other than that, I don't get it. Is there any troll super boss among those new ones in the league? I don't know. Or Kala/Ravager similar? I mean, have you seen the ones from season 2?
Took you long enough. It appears that the rich.
Like the new ones are gonna be probably similar to that, or like similar-ish. I haven't actually tested all of them properly yet. Like I don't know all the mechanics of all of them yet, but I will do that like this week. But yeah, I mean basically. Basically, they won't be easy, no. They won't be easy. Where did I put my points? I subcapped Field Command last time, right? I might need to put more points as Scars of Battle, actually. That should be good. I don't really need the Armor Absorption, but I will need the Bleeding Rust, and I will need the Stun Rust as well. Like, Stun Rust is pretty bad right now. Why is there no Make Me a Build anymore? Yeah, I don't know, like... I could enable it again, I guess, at some point. I just feel like the most recent ones were just like either troll or scam. Like it was either people just like requesting things that never work anyway, like total troll stuff, or it was like people requesting stuff that have already been made at some point, and then I just gave him a link instead, and yeah, that's not really like making a build, right? It's more like just linking a build, and that was kind of scammy. So I disabled it for now, but just the sand guards. Oh yeah, they're actually really nice. Dude, these are nice. The non-mythical ones are actually like really good because the mythical ones convert Blitz to fire, right? These don't, so I can still use them. That's true. Another +3 to Blitz, putting me to 27 points in Blitz, right? It's crazy. Yeah, we're gonna use these for sure. I'm gonna lose Poison Rust though, yikes. Yeah, Poison's gonna be... Well, it's not gonna be tough because I can just use Augments, right? Like, what am I talking about? Just use Augments. Especially like Devil's Crossing has such good like Poison Augments. Should be super easy to max out the Poison Rust. And then we can get some like Fire Lightning Rust from Homestead. And we're gonna be like good for Ultimate. Yeah, that great discovery in items. Make me a build, please. Vitality Citrus Conjurer. Yeah. Yeah, there's either stuff like that, and then people like just getting a link and being like, oh, it was that easy. Or like people saying, yo, make me like Aether Blaypox. Right? And also, since, yeah, there haven't been like that many like actual content updates recently, so the like, how do you say that, new builds that you can do are somewhat limited, to be honest. I mean, there's still like a metric shit ton of like builds in GRIMTOOLS, it's just most of them have already been like figured out more or less. Make me a build, Force Wipe, please. Acid Guardians didn't reduce resistance. Yeah, that's why they that's one of the reasons why they hotfixed 1.1.9.3 like yesterday, because the transmitter made the Guardians lose their aura instead of converting the aura. It was a bug. I mean, it worked like before, and then like on this last patch, like 1.19.2, right? It was bugged, so they had to hotfix it. So if you're like playing a Vitality or an Acid Oathkeeper with Guardians, then you will have more damage now again than you had in between, like on the last patch, like on 1.19.2. Intended Copium. You're welcome, Illuminator. Hi, man. Make me a build, Blitz Warlord. Is it fixed now? Yeah, it is fixed now. Also, they fixed the conversion on Pyron set apparently. Kinda wanna check that out as well. ASAP. You're just plugging the set. You forgot it had plus custom plus 7. Yeah, I mean, it's even stronger than you thought it is, right? It's crazy. Just get just a set, right? Dude, the RNG on this character was like... It's already such a redonkulous character, and then I get like just good gear all the time. It's crazy. Wow, 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 wow. I'm gonna check your build out, Rapso, between Elite and Ultimate, like once I switch over to Ultimate, I think. Which is gonna happen rather soon anyway, honestly. It's gonna happen rather soon. Yo, True Panda, welcome, welcome. This guy was quite tanky, considering like how quickly other bosses died. Alright, log down. Log down? What the fuck, where are you flying to, Loot? Please come back here. Okay. What resistances should I max first? Yeah, mostly elemental, aether, acid. Yeah, acid is like more important than pierce, I would say. Then I guess you also want pierce. Vitality and chaos you can skip for quite some long time, but once you get to Blood Grove, you base. The game is a little bit weird when it comes to Vit and Chaos Rust, I feel like. Like, you don't need Vit and Chaos Rust for quite some time. Then you kind of start needing Vitality resistance if you go to, like, Mountain Deeps. Like, you will need some Vit Rust here for Mountain Deeps. And then you will need a ton of Vit Rust and Chaos Rust for Blood Grove and, like, Dark Gate. Like, you basically need, like, 0 Chaos Rust before here, before you go here. And then if you go here, you need like 80%. Like that's kind of crazy. Maybe not 80, but like you need a lot. And there's only like one side dungeon over here in Burbage Outskirts that also has lots of chaos damage in it. But other than that, yeah, you don't really need Chaos Rust until Blood Grove. And I mean, the dungeon in Outskirts is that's like optional anyway. You don't have to do it.
You've returned. So our great moment of triumph is soured with tragedy. Good,
we could go a little bit into Act 5, just a tiny bit,
My father and I
before we go to Ultimate. Should we deal with the Witch?
see anything you like.
Or should we just ignore her? I'm not like gonna lead here. I think I went friendly, right? I always go friendly when I'm like first playthroughing, I think. What the fuck? What about the shoulders? Logorian, I got Warding of Readiness. Actually, these aren't like that bad. I should probably save them. Like, the Logorian shoulders can be pretty good actually overall. You can get like really nice rolls as well, and the base stats are pretty good as well. Like I mean, they're better obviously if you're like playing Aether Ray or Doombot or Ignafar, but they're like fine for pretty much everything all the time. Alright, why do I want to go to Act 5? I want to go to Act 5 because I probably want to get like an upgrade for the medal and the belt, hopefully. Just don't get pierced. Just forehead. Alright, what do we need for Anasteria? These 3 things, right? We need to like sacrifice materials again. I really don't like doing that, but oh well. Let's do it anyway. Oh, what the fuck? We also got this? Are you kidding me? We got like 2 very nice glass plus character right now. Okay, do we use Grass of Unchained Might for +2 Alderon's Rage? Or do we use Hand Guards of Justice? That's the question, right? I mean, both are good, honestly. Yeah, I also got a low-level Decree, like, it's also actually, like, I could also use this right for a bit, like, it's not even that bad. Obsidian Grasp is also not that bad, actually. But, I don't know. Let's maybe try this one. Right. So we're losing Poison Rust and Eddy Rust, right? Which is fine as long as we're in this difficulty, but if we move to Ultimate, then we will need Augments, which is also totally fine to use, right? Totally fine to use Augments. We can just blow these up, right? Or like sell them even.
Come see what's left of my wares.
That is fine. Oh my god. Oh my god. What's the best place to farm legendaries if you're around level 45 to 50? Yeah, don't even farm. In Grim Dawn you don't farm before level 100. The only exception is green items. The only exception for like items that you have to farm is like green target farmable items. But those you only farm because they're like so easy to get, right? You have like a certain item that you know can drop from a certain boss, and then just farm that boss over and over until you get the item, right? Like for example Milton's Cask or Warden's Fortress and so on. Like these items are really easy to get, right? And because they're target farmable, right? You just fight a certain enemy and then you get it, right?
What a curiosity.
Random items, don't even bother until like level 100. Like don't even start farming before 100. It's not worth it. Just a waste of time. And you don't even have to, right? Like green items are so good, you don't need legendaries really. Like I mean if you have some, sure, that's cool, but you don't need them. You need them for like endgame, depending on the build. But not before that. Target fappable? What? Target farmable? I should drink something, I guess. My throat is too dry. Yo, Petrikov, welcome. And yeah, any item that is not at least level 84 will be useless for endgame anyway. Like this item, for example, level 58, useless for endgame, right? You don't use this at like endgame ever. You will never use this. It's just useless. So even if you do farm at like level 40 to 50 and you get legendaries there, they would be like useless anyway later. So like don't even like waste your time on that. What spellbinder is better, Ray or Devastation? I actually don't know what's better right now. Wait, which NPC? Who? Krieg set as a target for a legendary set? I mean, yes, that is true. I mean, yes, some monster infrequents. I mean, okay, I told you like green items, right? I mean, not all green items are target farmable items, and the ones that are not, like these, for example, they're like kind of trash unless you get like really good affixes on them. And also some of the blues as well as purples can also be target farmable, right? But generally, monster infrequent greens like these are like generally like more often target farmable than legendaries or blues, so you kind of want to just get those instead. Right? Ray for AoE, Devastation for single target. Like you would play Ray in, for example, Crucible, and Devastation for super bosses. Yeah, Blitz's main ability is kind of broken, not gonna lie. It's movement about like it's movement and mobility in, I mean movement and damage in one. And the damage is also kind of ridiculous right now. It has a 3-piece divine recently with Torment of Hand. Could kill all super bosses. Alright. So like Vitality Binder, I assume. How good is Aether Binder right now? I mean, it's probably worse. But... Wait, I mean, you could also play Aether Diviner, I guess? Oh, you actually play the Aether Diviner, okay. It was actually Aether. Interesting. Interesting. That uses all 4. Oh yeah, true. Golem-born Greaves. I mean, I guess I could use these to get some armor, right? Dude, how do I like almost always get these on SSF playthroughs? What is this, dude? Always Golem-born. Are they so common? I mean, I guess they're pretty common. They have to be. I could use like these and then Justice Gloves and have 25 points Blitz, right? I kind of still would like to have Dreadnought Footpants instead, like empowered version of this instead. Because like, do I really need even more armor? Do I really need that? Yes. Like with these I would have like 2.5k, right? Like with a proc. Right. With a proc. Did it proc? Yeah, 3k armor, level 68, okay. Okay, dude. Golem-born proc. Like, what is this? Literally immune to damage, more or less. Like physical based. Not even gonna use them, it's like too broken. How did I beat Nidhamar mod on the ultimate version with all the gods event? I don't know. You can actually you can, what's it called? You can like reduce, I think, your hatred with the gods in Nidhamar, right? You can like basically sacrifice something to the gods and then they won't spawn as many mobs in your face all the time, I think. I think I did that at some point, and then I could like chill a little bit more, because like the god events became pretty crazy. Like the gods really wanted me to die.
Speak at last.
Yo, Hamilcar, Wolfman. Sheepbreaker best build is Our Reckoning? You mean like Our Reckoning being the best skill for Sheepbreaker? No, I don't think so. It's... I mean, you can play Our Reckoning Sheepbreaker, but I think it's far from the best. Like they're... I would say like Infernal Knight, Cocktail is better, Ulzuin, Canister Bomb is better. What else is there? You can play like Blightlord as well. Blightlord Cocktail is also better, I think. Blightlord Guardians Cocktail. Vindictive Flame. Oh yeah, you can also play like Amber's Calling, Vindictive Flame. I think all of those are better than Our Reckoning, honestly. But Our Reckoning is fun. And it's not bad at all. You can also play Our Reckoning. Like, Sheepbreaker is a very strong class. Yeah, I mean, of course you can also play what I played at, like last season. Virus Might Skater is also really good on Sheepbreaker, yeah. I would say even that is better than... I mean, yeah, that is also certainly better than Our Reckoning, I think. Like, Skater is just... really good. Yeah, it's like fire, 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 or fire damage, right? That's like Sheepbreaker. I mean, you might think he has like more options now that both Demolitionist as well as Oathkeeper have elemental resistance reduction. But like the raw damage on the abilities, like everything is just fire, right? Like, it doesn't really matter that they have like cold, like double cold RR or like double lightning RR. Like, why would you play anything but fire? Right? If everything, like, literally everything synergizes with fire. So these are the right metals? No, they're not right. I need the Winigo Glare. Okay. Serpentine Wraps. That's pretty trash. Oh yeah, also belts. Did I get a belt? I have a belt here and I have a belt here. We need to like check out these belts. Preserving of the Aether and Menacing of Thunder. They kind of both seem bad. I mean, this one at least has like Chaos Rust, I guess, and Petrify Rust. I mean, Petrify Rust is like a base thing, right? Okay, this one has some stats, right? But maybe we can get like a better one here.
Whatever it is, if you own what you I can't.
Let's actually go to Devil's Crossing real quick and... Or maybe no, let's do it later. Knights Defender Shipbreaker. Lightning Granado Shipbreaker. I mean, yeah, I guess you could do that now, right? Yeah, Light's Defender doesn't sound too bad actually. Like Stunjacks, right? Stunjacks and then Barrowsmith, Lightning Granado. Sure, why not? Shipbreaker is better than Templar? For endgame I would say no. But Shipbreaker is like a more natural progression, it's like easier for leveling. For endgame, they should be around equal, or like maybe Templar is even better. Yeah, Shipbreaker is just a great like starter class for sure. Like it's... yeah. Just insane for fire, anything fire. And I guess like some lightning builds as well. You can do like Mortar Trap, right? Mortar Trap, Granado also works. Like, I think like pretty much all skills that you can play in that class, you could play, right? Like, literally everything works. Yeah, demo leveling is certainly like way quicker than Arcanist or Oathkeeper leveling. I mean, Oathkeeper is quick once you have Virus Might items, but before that it's like super slow. And Arcanist is... I don't know. I feel like Arcanist leveling is like okay, but not amazing. Lightning Judgment, Copium. Yo, horror, welcome. Alright, totem time. Leafman Alpha, more like Leafman Beta. Like he was permanently knocked down, dude. What the hell? So stupid. No, I wanted everything. I wouldn't say that necessarily anymore. Oh, it's of course still good, but... Haha. So fucking funny, I know, right? I know. You really have to gimp yourself for Shipbreaker to be bound. Yeah. True. You made a bad Shipbreaker recently. I mean, honestly, it's also somewhat similar for Sentinel, right? Like, how can you make a bad Sentinel? Sentinel is also like really... It's not as like strong for fire, of course, but it's so flexible and also has like so many good builds. Like, how can you make a bad Sentinel, dude? Just ask you. You're like playing plant ping pong here, what is this? Alright. Ping ponging between the plants. To get some blooms. Wait, where are the witches? Over here. Okay. Warm meat for the stew. You dare come here? Just go bleed Judgment and Pox for a bad Sentinel. I mean, I guess. Blitz Warlord seems tempting for the league. I don't know why you would think that. Can't be tempting. Yep. All the strongest classes in the game have Oathkeeper in common. I think so. I mean, they buffed Oathkeeper again, right? Like, the Haven buff was kind of weird to me, honestly. Like, why did they buff Haven? Feels unnecessarily. Feels unnecessary. Judgment literally sucks. The big suck, yeah. I'm gonna start with whatever we drafted. I really don't have a choice for my starter this time. Right. 8 other Grim Dawn streamers and me had a draft. Which I'm not gonna talk about because it would entail spoilers. So you will have to wait until the pre-game show, like pre-season show basically. Then you will know what each of us 9 people will play as a league starter. There are even 8 other people streaming this game. I mean, there will be, yes. I could have also not participated. I mean, yeah, I could have, but it was... I don't know. I think it's fun. No legendary items challenge, only MI builds. Honestly, for a starter, that's like... That's not even making any builds weaker. Like for start, you always play like only a mice, right? Like if you're playing a starter build, you basically already play only a mice. Wait, who? Mike, Ground, Jude, who else? Yeah, Plasma, for example. Envy. Aunt Crusader. Toma. And Armored Otter. Mike who? Mike fuck? Yeah. Wait, so you guys just don't find all legendaries and triple rares you need? I mean, this character does, I guess. Yo, Henko Tank, how you go? Welcome, welcome. Toxic chat. This chat is never toxic. What are you saying? What are you talking about? It's never toxic. Alright then. So what is a good level to go to Ultimate, right? I would say level 70 is a good level to go to Ultimate, because at level 70 you can start using augments for your armor, right? The augments that you can put on your rings or weapons are like level 40 to higher. The ones that you can put on your armor though, the lowest level augments for that slot are like level 70, right? So level 70 is, I would say, generally like the level at which I would recommend people to go to Ultimate. Like, don't go before level 70. I mean, you can, of course, if you like more experience, but I would rather advise you to not do that before level 70 in general. Hey, we're gonna resolute when you go glare of readiness. That should be good, right? I lose Aetheras. I mean, that's fine, actually, I have so much Aetheras. This one seems good, right? Should be good, yeah. Should be okay. Are the expansions worth it? Maybe? I don't know, I haven't really played them much. Just like a couple of thousand of hours, right? I haven't played them that much. Toxic games are great, like League of Legends. I mean, it depends, it depends. Sometimes toxicity can be fun, sometimes a little bit too much, I feel like. As long as it's only like banter, it's totally fine, right? Games can't be toxic, communities are. I mean, yeah, that's the whole thing. You can also ignore, like, the community sometimes, right? We got an empowered obsidian seal. Now, this one is also pretty nice. I really like this ring. Because it has flat armor, right? And flat armor on rings is basically global armor. So we could also use this instead of the Chronic Signet, right? I think that wouldn't even be that bad, right? Like, the Chronic has only fire and bleed damage right now. I would lose Pierce Thrust, gain Chaos Thrust actually though. I think that's a fine trade to like put this one here instead, right? So then I would just need Pierce and Poison Rest, right? On my augments basically. I guess we can find out somehow. It's Blitz the best skill in the game. Right now, this patch, it's certainly one of the best skills in the game, yeah. I don't know about the best, but it's certainly one of the best, yeah. Alright, how's my armor absorbed now if I remove the pants? It should be still 100%, right? What if I remove the shoulders? It's 94%, okay. Interesting. Where is the Blitz damage coming from? It's mostly from the items actually, like Milton Heart's Cask, Bloodbrother's Amulet, Warden's Fortress, and then also Wendigo Glare. And then, well, you just get other gear that has plus skills to bullets, like Dreadnought Footpads, or Justice Gloves, right? Or just +1 all skills, like Utenborg Girdle, totally normal shield, right? Stuff like that. You can also use the Bargol's Root instead, like the weapon from Bargol. It's also really nice for Blitz. How do you find Praetorian SSF every run I do? I got 2 shoulders this time, I transmuted one of them to a chest. But yeah, I don't know. It's just get it, right? Yeah, exactly. Just get it, do all the totems, right? If you do all the totems, you get quite some loot actually. I remember off the top of my head how Ravager's aggro works in co-op. It's damage based. Yeah, generally I think everything in Grandon in co-op is like aggro is damage based, yes. But there are also like other skills that have taunt on top, like for example Warcry, right? That also generate aggro. So if you're like using Warcry, you will generate aggro even if you don't deal that much damage, right? So yeah, if you want to be like the tank, you should probably use Warcry or like anything that has taunt. Right? Because taunt is cheat. Okay, what do I do now with points? Do I need the Eliras now anymore even? No, right? I'm not gonna need Eliras. I just need the Poison and Pierce, which I don't have on a Warlord. Which means we can just put points away, I guess. Or like Military Conditioning, Haven, and Presence of Virtue are like the good skills to max out now, right? I like the soft cap now. Choose whatever you would like to get. I'm gonna go for more damage because I don't have enough on it. Does it work on Ravager all the time? I'm pretty sure. You mean like taunt, like Warcry? Probably not, no. Your brain generates aggro. I mean, the more like cooldown you have to Warcry, right, the more effective it's gonna be. Like, you're gonna generate more aggro more consistently if you're using Warborn Helmet, for example, right? I assume. Bosses have % immunity to taunt. Okay. Can't you like say, I mean, yeah, it might be like very much damage based on all the, but I think you can, like, as long as the tank like starts attacking first, it should be fine, I think. Ahmedabad. Like, what about that? Ahmedabad. So is that like another Athabasca? Kinda hard to type, I agree. So I also have this one, right? Aggressive Fortitude. That's a way. I mean, I have no way, right? Or Resistant of Meditation, which is like Energy Regen and Fire Codras, I guess. What is this one again? It says Health, Away, Cunning. Of Thunder sucks. Menacing Prefix is good though. It's not ideal, but it's At least a rare one has like some rust and some cunning in a way, right? It's not too bad. Classic typo. Ahmedabad instead of A. Yeah, that's a classic typo. Happens to me all the time as well. We put together a meme tank, Warlord, you found in GRIMTOOLS. And it's absolutely a meme, right? Took like 10 minutes to Carouger, but it was never in any danger. Nice, nice. I mean, 10 minutes isn't even that slow, to be honest, like compared to other 0 DPS builds that exist as well. I mean, it's slower than like the 5-minute builds that are like more of the average for good builds right now. But yeah. Still doesn't sound too bad. So which one am I gonna use here? I'm gonna use this one, right? Yeah, it also has bleed rest. I actually need the bleed rest, right? Like, somewhat. Yeah, I'm gonna use this one. I don't need this one, right? I will use this one as well, probably. Yeah, let's just use this one. Put the wardstone there. Let's craft another augment as well. I think we have like a decent augment that we found that we can craft now. And the question is still like, do I want to use Handguards of Justice or do I want to keep on the Unchained Might ones? That's... I really don't know actually.
Is there something you need?
Oh yeah, we need to talk to these guys first, right?
A blessed. Okay, not even honored.
I am so. I am sort of. They are a threat.
Did I not do the... What? I did it, right? What the hell?
We've always had.
Let's deal with Laria as well. You can kill Laria if you want to have an easier time farming Storm Strifes, Flame Strifes, and Chill Strifes. If you're not interested in that, just don't kill her, right? Then you get a free Winnegar Spirit, which is nice.
Ah, we speak at last.
Yo, M96 Key, welcome on, thanks for the follow. Virus Might equals Blitz Greater Shadow Strike. Yeah, Shadow Strike is a little sad right now compared to Blitz and Virus Might. I mean, it can still be good, like for example on Unfiend, right? But like in general, it's kind of sad right now. Don't think Virus... I mean, you don't have the same burst in Virus, but the stacking burn damage is pretty good still. Yo, Migok, welcome on. Yeah. Like, Virus Might is like a ramping build compared to Blitz. Level 69, perfect. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Very nice indeed.
Have you dealt?
Alright, we talk to these guys, right? Should we gather the hearts? I mean, I kind of want to become honored with these guys and at least get the merit, right? I mean, the... what's it called? Not merit, but... red? The red. You've seen Mike level with Virus Might, it's fucking sad. You're gonna judge an ability by Mike leveling with it? Wait, I also leveled with Wires like in Season 2, you know what I mean? Also, Metagant did like a 5-hour 1 to 94 Virus Might run on Sentinel as well, and like... if you play Virus correctly, it's very fast. Thanks to all the content, just lurking a bit, not on Twitch much. Hey, welcome, and thanks for watching as well. Welcome. And yeah, you being a lurker is totally fine. Like, don't feel pressure to chat. Totally not necessary. But if you want to, of course, you can always chat. How does Mike even level up? Barefoot? What? Without boots? No boots challenge. Alright, these 3 Wendigos, right? Like, the first one is always like spawning outside of Bear Home, then like you will go down here, or he can also spawn like basically around here, which is also like one of the spawn locations for the second one. And the second one can either spawn here, or like more around Genaxia's den, right? Genaxia's den is here, and then they can like spawn here or here or here. And the third one was always gonna be in the Gloom World. So you go to the middle Gloom World Rift and you go like south, and then it's gonna like spawn, I think, like here, or here at this house, or here around this house as well. Something like that, right? Mike focuses too much on defense early on. Hey, that's what you do in softcore, right? I mean, what? Ah, there he is, actually. Hello. Oh my god, did he get healed by this guy, Bloodsinger? Yeah, he's like a healing aura. Wow. Alright, just need like 2 more builds done, that's fine. Welcome to Rectus's toxic chesspool. Feel free to add some toxicity yourself. But nah, dude, we're never toxic. We're never toxic in here. Never toxic, copium. Honored? Not even? Oh my god, dude, what is this? Honored maybe next year, right? Feels bad, man. Okay, we're still by 69, how? Let's hand in some quests here, right? Go kill Ekid lol. I kinda didn't want to, but I guess I would have to. We're level 17 now, right? I really don't want to do more than that. Actually gonna lose some armor, right? Because this one has like less percentage armor. But I'm gonna get my bleed dress. And now I need to like fix my acid rust and pierce rust, right? So I can fix pierce rust with these glass, right? Plus 3 to Blitz as well, sure. Pierce rust fixed. I'm gonna keep these though. I mean, maybe I'm gonna switch back anyway. We did some quests here, right? Blah blah blah, whatever. We can pull 1 point from Blitz now, right? Too many points here now. And then what? I could probably like pull some points from here again now, right? Again.
Stay strong.
How much armor absorb do I need even?
What troubles you? Farewell. I sense turmoil within you.
So I needed at least 4 points. Okay, I need more than 4 though. I need 5? No, 6. If I remove that, it's scuffed. If I remove that, it's 99. So we do it like this and remove the armor plate, the ancient armor plate, right? I think that's the play. And then we can put like, I don't know, another... I don't know. Holy shit, guys, you're always so loud, shouting so loud. Oh, Mike is here? Oh, that's... Mike is here and everybody starts shouting. Are people talking fucking shit about you? No, they never do that. People would never shit talk you, Mike. You fucking leveled lighting connector stamps to level 100 without no problems. That is true though, that is true. Imagine not yelling. Wow, dude. Who?
Got something neat stashed.
Hey, what if I do this? How many points? How many points was this? Because I kinda... I mean, the armor... I mean, as good as these are, right? They're absolutely amazing. But the armor is so garbage right now. Latin CT Greater Cadaver's Tempest. I mean, Greater what? Greater Virus Might. Okay, so what do we fix here? Do we even need augments? We're not gonna rename it to Mike Softcore? Mike Starcraft? Dude, if it wasn't for the season and like me preparing for the season and like doing stuff for the season, I would just be playing Age of Empires right now, I think. Like freaking AoE 4 looks so good.
I sense
I really want to play it.
turmoil within you. Farewell.
This goes here as well, yes, and then we craft a movement ability, right? Enough bully for today. What? Why?
Let me clear
We can also remove this node here right now, right? I have, what is this? 89% overcut?
Let
That's
me
good enough,
clear
right?
your mind of regrets.
I mean, 49% I can't read nor talk. Put point here, 25 and 21, that's scuffed, right? Not even maxed. I would like to get my Juggernaut relic now, please. I mean, I already have the blueprint, I just need to find the Mistborn Talisman, right? Should I get the Mistborn Talisman? Should I farm that maybe? Maybe I should farm it, right? I need to do a hidden path anyway, right? Actually, I just remember. Yeah, Red and Feroz is not the same as Red and Furious. They're like different people.
Scrap metal.
Mike Midcore. Redent. Yeah, he's Redent. Okay, I think I found a disorder, right? I mean, it's always nice to find disorders. Let's craft a disorder. This one here, that one there. And disorder is like a very smooth teleport, I really like it a lot. Very, very nice, especially for the like defensive disengaging. Okay. What do I put on my ring here now? And how the fuck do I have like 2.6k armor? Oh wow. What's my crit? Highest crit right now? Not even 200k? Wow. Not even 200k, dude. Do I use this garbage? I mean, I guess. Okay, hidden path, right, is what I said. Let's start that in Level Crossing again. Mike fuck. Yep. Hey, can you please like respect the organizer of the league that we're gonna play here. Like, without him, this wouldn't be possible, right? Please show some respect, guys. Making the hype. Now he's like literally doing everything. It's not just the hype, dude. Oh my god. What happened? Oh, I forgot to fix my poisonous. That's what happened. Get me out of here. Abort mission, abort mission. Whoops! Where's my poisonous? Wow, dude. Okay, let's get some poisonous. Yeah, don't walk to places without fixing your rust first, right? That can be very, very deadly, very quickly. Holy shit, was that close? What the hell? Okay, -1 cluster, I guess, but at least not -1 character. Why did I not craft anything for my boots? Hello? What do I even put on boots? I mean, I could... Get some more poisonous, right? Pooping my boots right now? But was it like just take off your pants and then shit on your pants, right? That's how you do it. Alright, let's go there again with 80% overcap and poisonous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guardians. Okay. So close. Okay. Okay, let's go there how you should like actually go here. Oh, he already died. Oops. Never mind that. You're banned from GRIMTOOLS Discord because he posted Zenta's picture when he had a weird smile. Well, after that event, right, we're surely gonna be able to easily kill Mad Queen, right? And of course we will, right? Xanda's pretty toxic. Yeah, he can be pretty toxic sometimes as well now. Reddit drama from yesterday? Wait, from Medea? No, not Medea, what's it called? Like Maya? Wait, didn't Maya like post a... my take on the situation on why I got banned thing? Maya's post? Oh yeah. I did actually read what she wrote. I think when the post was kind of fresh, and I was like, yeah, whatever, like, I'm not gonna bother commenting. But I don't know, maybe like there were some interesting comments under that post actually that I should have read. Maya's just rec mix with good builds. Yes and no. Yes and no. Honestly, like, her builds are just lazy builds. They're not even, like, that strong. But her beginner guides are, like, good and pretty in-depth. Like, they are definitely, like, a lot better than Rikunix's builds. Or, like, guides. However, for, like, I mean, for, like, pure beginners, like, back when he made those beginner guides, like, Rikunix's guides weren't even that bad, right? They were not really good either, but the thing is, like, back then, there weren't as many like beginner guides out there, so it was like kind of okay-ish. But like his, like the reason why Reconix got banned and like his reaction to getting banned was like way more ridiculous than Maya's situation, honestly. Oh, Zantai popped in there? Alright. It's gotta be fun then. Dude, I'm like stacking cunning like crazy and I still don't have OA. What is this? I don't know. I have 13 points in physique and 15 in spirit. Okay, match queen, here we go, right? Can these guys like proc spikes? I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Just face tank match queen, right? What do you mean trademark traps? Like Madly, all our builds belong to us. I mean, all the builds belong to Madly. Trademark trap. Yeah, like Reconix got accused of like stealing builds and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. It was pretty hilarious as well back then. I used to actually support him. He used to ask me for like endgame versions of certain like archetypes of characters, and I used to like give him links for like my builds that I made. Then he could like link those in his guides as like endgame examples. Because I thought in general like Grim Dawn back then, you know, I had like no guide makers. I didn't make any either back then really. And I was like, yeah, like the more guides there are, the better, right? But then like other people just like kept tearing his stuff apart. I mean, sure, it wasn't perfect, not at all, but it was still like somewhat helpful for new players. The problem now is just like they're outdated, but back then they were like okay to follow. Not amazing, but like at least somewhat good for beginners. And yeah, he also did that then as well, that's true then. Like he also did take GRIMTOOLS links, like literally even the exact same like URL from like other people. And like basically just like without referencing them, I mean. I'm not saying that should be like punished the same way as like plagiarizing, I don't know, like your master thesis, but it's still like not a bad, like not a cool move, right? To like not even how do you say that, like reference to other people, like to the people whose like those links were, and then like people called him out on that, and then he got like super defensive instead of just like saying, "Yo, I'm sorry, I didn't know it's your build" or something like that. Like he found it somewhere else. But I mean, I don't know. I wasn't quite sure if it was like because he just has a problem with like getting criticized, or also I mean, it was probably like a mix of him getting like offended very like easily as well as people like Madly who were like accusing him, partially rightfully so, of like stealing builds. Were like, well, voicing their concerns in a rather Madly style way. But, so my builds are my thesis, Copium. I mean, Madly surely defended his builds like his like master thesis, yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, Madly does give good advice. In general, he does actually give decent advice. I mean, apart from maybe like some things like advising me to like take good on a caster that doesn't even have weapon damage. That was kind of weird, I thought. But like other than that, most of his advice was like actually helpful. But like the way he sometimes gives people that advice is a little passive aggressive, I felt like. So I can understand like some people who are more like, some people are like, yeah, okay, sure, thanks for the advice, and other people are like, yeah, what the fuck do you want? Like, stop being like so passive aggressive at me, right? They didn't see his like comments as help, but just as like, I don't know, shit talking basically. $40 to $50 are art arcanas, by the way. Oh yeah, I mean there are certain like some questionable suggestions that Madly put out there. For sure. Too busy teaching in Berlin. What does it teach? GRIMTOOls? Dude, what is it with like teachers being, first of all, good at making guides for Grim Dawn, but also being like weirdly offended and then just like rage quitting the game, like Ulvar or Mother Wiglin, right? And I guess Madly to a certain extent as well. Someone dropped the $20 dono. The DLC sucks, don't buy it. Did you like get $20 with a message, oh, the expansion's worth it? Hey, whoever donated, thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting the devs and adding to the prize pool. There's an arcane in here, we should like just kill him with it. Oh my god. Curious projectile. Don't get hit by the purple balls, guys. Don't get hit by balls. That's spam. Maybe you should buy the DCs. Yeah, maybe you should buy them, right? I don't know. Yeah, I feel like you're putting a kappa there, Trash Can Man, but I feel like some teachers are actually like that. Like they're so used to just being like the boss of the gym, right? I mean the boss of the room, the classroom, right? That like whenever somebody like talks back at them, they just instantly feel like that their authority has been like offended. And that's just, I don't know. It is not that easy. Better arcing balls than Grava's balls? I mean, that's true. Teacher here, you have no authority at all. Sedge. I'm not talking about like, I mean, obviously not every teacher is like that. Yeah, some might be like that. So it's, hello, why can't I face tank? Is the build bad? Bad build confirmed. Well, that was helpful. Let's throw this one over here and put the stuff over here. And then this one over here. And then we still won't have enough room, right? No, of course not. Yeah, whatever. Scuffed, it's just like some iron butts, right? Who cares? YouTube deleted his videos. Wait, who? Whose? Whose videos got deleted? Wanna Wiglan? Oh, really? What? Did they get deleted or did he delete them though? Did he just shut down everything? Like, people are not, like, I don't know. Like, why did he even do that? Like, he got, didn't he like quit the game because of like the most stupidest argument with like Duchy or something even? Like, that was so ridiculous. Like, how did, the thing is like, some people say like, yeah, people are getting banned left and right in the forums, or like leaving the forums left and right. But if you like look at the reasons why these people like get banned, or like why they get so upset that they get banned, or why they like choose to rage quit the game, it's just super ridiculous. Like, people are such children sometimes, it's insane, I don't know. I mean, I'm a child too sometimes, but like, not in that way, I guess. Pretty ridiculous, I don't know. Anyway, the character is done, right, for Ultimate. Let's go to Ultimate. Alright, let's move over to Ultimate here on this character, right? We have done, yeah, like some stuff on the late, right? Basically all we need to do there, level 70. We can use armor augments now if we want to. I don't even need some right now. I did forget to make a link though. Let me do that actually really quick as well. For this build. All the names belong to Arcanum, dude. Alright, there it is.
Still drawing.
You're not looking too bad. The body you
Is 1 point Inferno worth it? Probably not really. Probably not. I mean, you don't need to have it. Just at least you're also scaling the burn damage, right, on that character, but it's probably not worth it now. Do I include your theory crafting bits in your SSF videos for YouTube? No, I'm usually cutting that part. Like, for example, what we did now between Elite and Ultimate, I would just cut that part. I mean, I know some people like that, but like some people do like watching theory crafting. But I feel like if it's supposed to be like a series, right, with a certain theme, then I'm just gonna like stick to that theme and not like put random other content in there. If it's just like a 2-minute theory crafting between, then I'll do it. Or if it's like theory crafting for this actual character, then yes, it will be there. But like if it's theory crafting about like other characters, then we'll just cut it. Yo, Rekval League, welcome. How you doing? Are you hyped for the league? Or are you gonna get wrecked at? Kerplunk is a Grim Dawn addict, confirmed. Wait, is he playing right now as well, again? Nice. Very nice, very nice. And he has to prepare for the league, right? Even though he can play whatever he wants to, he probably still has to prepare. I've seen you've been playing a Mage Slayer Spellbreaker OFF build. Nice, nice. I don't know how I feel about Mage Slayer. Like, it's pretty cool on one hand, but it's also kind of cheesy on the other hand, and sometimes doesn't feel that reliable. And it's also pretty hard to play actually, like make it somewhat reliable. The reflective hole. Stop it. Oh, a totem. Did I try Lost Ark? No, I didn't. Have you? I didn't really have the time to try it out, honestly. I've heard it's good. I mean, also heard it was good before the beta being there and people saying it's good. But also people saying that it's pay to win, and honestly it's more of an MMO anyway. Like, it's not really an RPG, right? It's an MMO. I think it's a top-down view MMO. So I don't know. I'm right now, like, if I would not be playing Grim Dawn, like the only game that I wanna play right now apart from Grim Dawn is probably Age of Empires 4, honestly. Like, that's what I'm the most interested in, like, right now, in those very secondary based, like in this week or like the couple of days. Not that talk about the pay to win stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not that bad of a like, pay to whatever you want to call it game. Like, there are worse games out there for sure. And if it's a good game, I mean, why not pay for a game that's good, right? Like, it's fine. Graphics and gameplay are amazing, but the store scares me. I mean, it always really depends, right? You want to compete or not, and I mean, you can also like obviously compete without paying anything. I think, I don't know. I don't think it's that bad, but also I really don't know the game that well, so I don't want to like talk about it that much because I probably will just spread misinformation, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so the TLDR is, yes, it is pay to win, but free-to-play players can do all the content alongside playing players. Alright. So yeah, in a way it is pay to win, right? But I mean, many games are pay to win. It always like depends how exactly, like how bad the pay to win is in the game, right? Like, you can still enjoy a game where you have like some advantages when you pay. Like, I mean, Path of Exile you also like can buy stash tabs, right? I mean, that is not really pay to win, but people could argue that it is like in somewhat like pay to win in some way or form, pay to win. But there are like certainly other ways. There's no cap for paying in MMOs usually. Yeah, that's why I also like usually don't play the MMOs. So that's just stupid. If there's like some, you know, like pay to support the devs, and because of that like winning in a certain, like in quotation marks, right? Like even for example in Hearthstone, right? When you're like the more card packs you bought, for example in Hearthstone, right? The less of a like, how do you say that, like an advantage over your opponents that bought less you're gonna have, right? Like if you have like already all the cards, right? I mean, of course you can still buy more cards, but if you already have all the cards, like that doesn't matter anymore, right? And also, many of the cards are like trash, right? So like if you have like 99% of the good cards and like not all of the bad cards, like do you really need the other cards? Like yeah, you could still buy more. So that's like rather diminishing returns, right? With card games, right? Like the very first pack you buy is always gonna be like the most worth it for you because like compared to before you're gonna have like way more cards, right? But if it's like the other way around, then it's like, I don't know, that's like very bad pay to win. Look at FIFA, I'm not gonna look at that game, I'm not even gonna talk about that game either, just, I mean, football is cool and all, but I don't know. They're basically like re-releasing the same game for like 20 years in a row and people just still buy it for full price, even though they don't like change that much, right? I don't know. But then again, I don't really care about football games, right? I mean, if I want to play football, just go outside and take a ball with me. But I don't know. I want to play video games for like things that I can't do in real life, you know? Like kill random monsters that look cool or scary or whatever, for example. Or like play RTS to command armies that obviously in real life wouldn't even exist. But you can't be messy in real life. You can be a messy in your room. Haha.
Oh, hello,
I mean, I can't totally understand like people playing FIFA and like enjoying that. I mean, I'm not saying I can't understand that. It's just, it's not for me personally. Like, and I have played the game, of course, with like friends, and that was also fun, like every now and then. But like on my own, I would never play that game. For a few years of the game is literally the same. Yeah, and then you can like, I mean, the game itself is already like super expensive, right? And then you can like, I believe also like buy like something like season passes or something like that in FIFA even. I don't know if that's actually a thing or just something that I heard and misinterpreted. There's loot boxes now as well? What? Oh my god, dude, it's a fucking football game, like. What are you gonna get in the loot box? Like a Messi skin? Or is like another tricot on or something? Ultimate Team? Yeah, that's exactly, that's the thing that I remember. Like like a friend of mine also played that because he's like also like a big football and FIFA fan. And I was like, okay, interesting. Not really. Well, yeah, he told me about that, yeah. Yeah, for online games, yeah. Ultimate Team. So it's kind of like Hearthstone in a way, right? Like you collect the cards, like you collect the players and they can like put your team together with the cards that you collected and you, I guess, get them and buy them in loot boxes. 99 all stats, basically pay to, yeah, it's like literally pay to win. Dude, I don't know, like everything that's not just... That's so stupid, I don't know. Just make a really good and enjoyable Tsubasa game. Yeah, that would be pretty cool, but honestly also rather boring very soon for me personally at least. Okay, do we need any gear here? Not really, right? We are good for now. We have enough armor, enough everything, right? We got lucky drops. Hellforged Lex Blades are also pretty nice, actually. Like a nice alternative to these pants, right? Or you could always like use Hidden Path pants as well, like Sodile or Dreek Sect. That's totally fun as well. Hammerfall Girdle if you want to like get really tanky, right? If you want like really tankiness, you can also play this if you want, right? I wouldn't play it, but you can if you want to, right? It's good on hardcore, I guess.
I need some time.
Welcome to
What is the latest Tsubasa game? I don't know. Is there one even? Pay to win and gambling monetization is just the best. Get those kids addicted nice and early. I mean, that's the plan, right? That is the plan.
Well, since I'm this.
Yeah, the idea behind us, like the idea behind the game mode is not bad at all. I'm not saying that, it's just like locking that behind, I don't know. I got Messi's dirty socks, nice. Messi's messy socks, haha. Okay, I mean, other games like card games are somewhat like that as well, right? So it's not worse than card games, right? I guess. Bad guy Namco. How many necklaces do I have? 6? Okay, that's more than enough, right? Definitely more than enough. 1 point here, right? What do we do with the other 2? The Red Lords of Blood. The Red Lord's prefix is usually last year, right? That's pretty unique overall. Probably military conditioning, right? Yeah, let's do that. Let's get some health and physique, which is also the A. Is military conditioning better than Haven? That's the question, right? Probably, right? I think it's better than Haven. Because it also has like the A on top. Pyrrhon conversions before global conversion, so technically I could use Seal of Might. Yes, you can.
Well,
Still waiting for a good One Piece game? Oh, that would be pretty cool as well, I guess. At least my like 13 or 12-year-old me would have liked that a lot. I mean, it's still cool, I guess. I don't know, I'm just too hooked on games like Grim Dawn, I guess.
good.
That I don't even play anything else anymore.
That's good with their Warden Creek.
I didn't kill Milton Hart for some reason. Oops. Imagine paying for Grim Dawn and then paying for every totem that you clear extra. Right? Yeah, that's basically what loot boxes are, right? Like, if Grim Dawn had loot boxes, it would be like, yeah, click on this, like, unlock this totem for like $2.99 or something like that, right? Alright, let's give this guy the necklaces, then he will give us a ring. And this, on the ultimate it's gonna be level 70 ring, so we can already use it as well. This fixes everything that was already fixed, but it's even better, of course, so let's just use it. And we can put a what? Mark of Illusions, maybe? Sure, why not? Alright, let's kill Milton Hart. How did I miss him? What the hell? Directly into Mike's pocket. Dude, imagine, right, like in the season, like every totem you click, you have to like donate $2 to PayPal, like on PayPal to Mike, to do the totem. Oh. That would fund the prize pool really quick. Oops. Did I ever play Borderlands? I have played Borderlands 1, yes. I'm bad at shooters, but Borderlands is still fun. It's still a lot of fun. But Grim Dawn is kind of like Borderlands without the FPS part, so Grim Dawn is kind of more my game. I mean, I've also heard that obviously Borderlands 2 is a very good game, and Borderlands 3 is also not bad either. So maybe I'm gonna play some point again of its life, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Only like 5 FPS games in general, and 3 of those are Borderlands. The 3 Borderlands parts. I mean, I can totally understand that. Borderlands pre-sequel looks scuffed. Borderlands 2 is very good. I think Borderlands 2 is like the best one out of 3, I guess. I don't know. I mean, 3 is also really good, but...
Ah, we speak at last.
Yo, Sabadnef, welcome. Thanks for the follow. I mean, I feel like Borderlands 1 was just like very unique at its for its time, right? Like no other game back then had like basically MMO/ARPG loot with a shooter combined, right? There was like it was a very unique game back then. Like which other games had like the same formula like Borderlands back then? There were basically no games like Borderlands, right? There was Hargate London before. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's true. I haven't played that one though, but yeah, you're right. That was older than Borderlands. But yeah, I actually forgot about that game. I don't know. Was it any good? It was crap. I don't know. It certainly didn't generate like the same hype. That's for sure. Everybody forgot about that game, you even forgot to buy it. I mean, I have never bought it either. Okay, we put points into, what did I say? Military conditioning, right? Get that health and DA. Only remember when those 15 or whatever years ago it was hyped as FPS Diablo. Hargate London. Yeah, I mean... that's kind of what Borderlands became as well, right? Like FPS Diablo / World of Warcraft. I mean, yeah, Borderlands 1 was like really... I don't know, you could even play... I mean, you could play multiplayer, right? But it was more like... Did like Borderlands 1 have multiplayer servers even? I only remembered like playing with friends like on LAN or like over stuff like Hamachi, and then like playing single player through the story. Oh yeah, I did watch that one actually, yeah, I did. At the end of like the stream at which you posted the video, yeah. And I mean, literally looked like a Path of Exile. And either you were like playing an easy map or your build was too OP, or I don't know. Like, kinda seemed like the map was, or like, it seemed like, I don't know, PoE balance at least. What I think? I mean, it looks fun, but it looked like poorly balanced. But maybe that was just like the certain, like the special build and like you playing an easy map or something. If you do other content, it's probably better balanced. Hog as fuck. Yeah, that's like what a PoE player would say when he's like, that's the thing, right? Like when you see something like that and you say that's like pog as fuck, then you're a Path of Exile player. That's just what you are, right? Like a Path of Exile zoomer at least, right? It's so funny. Like if I see something like that, I'm like, yeah, okay, that looks like, I mean, sure, it looks fun and zoomy, but it doesn't look like the best experience ever. It just looks unbalanced, like very, very unbalanced. Hog as fuck, that's what non-PoE players say, what? And that's what the PoE zoomers say of this, I don't know. I think so, at least, I don't know. What I mean, did you see the video? Oh, you might have seen it actually. Look, Zoomin is playing a Bloodspell. Yeah, but like in that video it seemed like he was killing everything like 5 times as quick as I am right now, and it looks like 3 times zoomier as well. Like basically looked like PoE, like when you play like a zoomer build on PoE. That's what it looked like. And to me that's like, even this build right now, I mean, it's not the most fun I've had in Grim Dawn, like not at all. Certainly not. I mean, it's strong, yes, and it's pretty funny to like see how strong this build is. Like for example, how you kill Warden Creek here, and it's kind of funny, but is it like engaging gameplay? No, not really. It's too OP. Like it just feels like it's badly balanced to me. Same problem that I had when I was playing like Dawn of Masters, when like everything just felt too OP. I mean, I know people enjoy that, like some people enjoy this being like OP as fuck, right? I think at some point like it's just, when you're like, when everything is like too easy and like your build is too OP, then like enjoyment goes down, at least for me. Because then it feels like it's not, you know, like it feels like it's not really a challenge to achieve that anymore, right? Like it's, I don't know, like to play the build, it's not really like, it doesn't really feel challenging anymore. We actually got the empowered leg plate of weather that I was like talking about earlier today, right? Or like even last stream as well. And here they are. 2 levels before we can equip them. I mean, perfect timing, right?
See you around. Is it the Warden's defeat is a
You never enjoyed combat in RPGs anyway? Oh, really?
What do you...
Should we spare this guy an ultimate? I mean, we could, right? We could actually spare him an ultimate, I think. Like, just in case you want to farm Cronley's gang, right? For reputation, for Devil's Crossing, as well as for, like, getting Nemesis with Cronley's gang to, like, kill and farm Fabius. Just in case of that. You should not kill the Rennie here in Devil's Crossing, so that he spawns as a like mini boss later in the 4 hills, like Cronley's dungeon, right? Cronley's hideout.
I cannot.
I mean, I play RPGs for the combat as well as the theory crafting usually. Like, if the combat is trash, then I'm not gonna like. For example, that's why I started playing Grim Dawn and not really Path of Exile, because at least when I started playing Path of Exile, which was like an Abyss League, the game was like super zoomy already, and whenever I was like watching people to like see what the gameplay is like, and I was just seeing zoom and was like, what is this shit, dude? That doesn't look like enjoyable gameplay, so I didn't like start playing Path of Exile because of that actually. Whereas in Grim Dawn, you could like, because the game is slower, every move that you like do, every footstep that you do felt like more impactful. I mean, it doesn't really on this build right now, but in general, if you're like new to this game, it does feel like slower because of that. Like every single move that you do feels more impactful. At least that's how it felt to me, at least back then. But gameplay is not combat. I wouldn't say that GRIMTOOLS is combat. I mean, gameplay. It's what you play outside of the game. It's not gameplay. At least not to me. At least I didn't consider it being gameplay back then. Like, theory crafting is fun, but it's not gameplay. It's not the gun. Like, it's not the game. You know. And if you play this game, right, in the game, like most of the stuff that you do is combat, right? Combat oriented stuff. And you also get loot and you look at loot and you craft stuff maybe. But that's like a minor part of an RPG to me. And also, yeah, I mean also the lore and like talking to like the scenery, like everything of that like adds to the gameplay, and all of that also sucked in my opinion when I first saw Path of Exile. It was like way better than Grim Dawn. The crafting I agree on though, like that's a very good in Path of Exile in general. However, as a noob I didn't even understand what's going on there, so I didn't care about that. So I just didn't I couldn't understand it. Because I was like too new to the genre. Right? Like the only RPG that I played before that was Diablo 3, and in Diablo 3 what you do is like you combine 2 gems to make like a bigger gem, right? And that's all you do basically for crafting Diablo 3. So I mean you can also like I think lock or like reroll an effects in Diablo 3, but you also do that a bit. So like coming from a game like Diablo 3, what I was looking for in an RPG was mostly combat. Combat and like building your character with like items and stuff like that. You know? And to like feel more powerful, and then, well, how do you actually feel being powerful? You feel that in combat, right? You don't feel that when you like look at your... You don't feel powerful when you look at your stats and you're like, oh my god, I have 10k damage per second, like 2.6k armor, right? It's just a number. You don't. I mean, I guess you could feel that, but I don't really feel that honestly. So you just gave up on this fantasy? I don't know. To me, Grim Dawn really doesn't feel that bad. Like, people say this game is like slow. I mean, yeah, some people like zooming gameplay. That's fine. I like the slightly slower gameplay of Grim Dawn, but think like it's not even that slow if you like play it right. It just feels right. And also like one of the biggest thing that I hated, absolutely hated in Path of Exile was movement abilities not having a cooldown, right? I was like, what the fuck is that shit? Like what? Like if you use a movement ability like in Grim Dawn, it has like a 5-second cooldown, right? You get punished by using it the wrong way. Like in Path of Exile, when I looked at that, I was like, wait, you could just jump like all the time. Like, do you even get punished for like using jump then? Like the wrong way when you shouldn't use it? Like I was like, what? At least this was like my personal impression, right? Like back then I was like, what? What is this? What do you mean they don't have a cooldown? Like coming from games like Diablo 3 or League of Legends, it was like absolutely broken and mind-blowing to me. Like not getting punished for like using your... Like basically, like in League of Legends or like in Diablo 3, right? You can like only use your movement abilities. Like you should only use them when you need to, because of you're like having... You have to dodge a certain ability from an enemy, right? Unless you're like walking back into your lane, for example, in League of Legends, right? Other than that, like every single time you use your cooldown, like your movement ability, and you're using it the wrong way, you're gonna get like punished like hard for it, right? And in Path of Exile, like you can just spam it, and then you're like, well, you have it up all the time anyway, right? It's just about, I don't know, like using it whenever you have to, but you can also use it all the time. Like other than that, so I don't know. I didn't really like that thought. Yeah, if you leap into a pack, you get punished. That, I mean, of course, you still get punished in a way if you like leap the wrong way. But I had like the mindset that you have to, you know, wait, like hold onto your ability until you actually need to use it. Like rather like a reactive gameplay, right? I was used to this more like reactive gameplay than the proactive, just spam the ability and then just make sure to not use it in the wrong way into a pack while spamming it all the time. It was like a different, kind of a different mindset that I had to like get into first when like thinking about playing RPGs or like especially Path of Exile. Which I wasn't really like used to, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I was like talking about Abyss League right now. Like Abyss, the state of Path of Exile in Abyss League, basically. When like pretty much nothing had a cooldown and you just like spam everything. I believe that's how it was more or less. Yeah. I mean, that's also why I thought that like when Forgotten Gods came out and like Virus Might Skater became a thing, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Like I didn't really like it. I grew to like it. But I wouldn't like to play that all the time. Alright, this guy here, Nicholas Balthazar, right? If you have like low armor or like low Physios, basically if you're like not playing a Warlord, then this guy can hurt, but if you're playing this build, then he doesn't hurt, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty much what it comes down to. Current meta movement skills have 2.8 cooldown, and people think that's way too much. Don't you still have like 3 charges on like Flame Dash? Like, what do you mean 3.5, like 2.8 cooldown? Like you still have 3 charges that you can like use back to back. It's still like 0 cooldown between like 3 dashes. Okay. It's totally fine. Oh yeah, you have a cast summon then after the first one, right? Yeah, actually, I like Flame Dash a lot, how they balance Flame Dash in Path of Exile, because like, yes, you can have 3 charges at once, but like, in the first one is instant, like the first one feels really good, but if you like use consecutive ones, you get kind of punished for like using it, like for spamming it too much. I mean, you can do it, but you also slightly get punished because of the casting speed, right? Like the casting delay, whatever you want to call it. So actually I really like how they balanced that. The cast time, yeah, cast time. Okay, where's the music? Hello? Mobility skills are good in Grim Dawn. I find them worse than RPGs. Well, the disengage sucks. Like the disengage feels bad. Other than that, I think movement abilities in Grim Dawn are pretty nice. Like they feel pretty good. Like the teleport feels so good, for example. I really like it a lot. Jump feels also good / okay, I would say. Blitz and Shadow Strike are they kind of feel good, but they also kind of feel like cheating sometimes. They feel kind of weird.
Speak at last.
They kind of like get used to them when you're playing Grim Dawn. When I first was playing Grim Dawn, I was like, are they bugged or something? Like they just felt buggy. Like being able to like charge so far just felt buggy to me personally. But I guess it's just part of the gameplay, right?
We speak at last.
Yo, Blood Crow and Star Scream, welcome guys. Thanks for the follows. And the Virus Might kind of ability, I mean, it also feels good, I would say. Okay. Still playing Broken Bloods? Yeah. I'm gonna push this character all the way to low core at least, of course. And I mean, you don't have to change this really. This build. In Path of Exile, you stop on every pebble. But like, which movement abilities do you feel better to you, Atakan? Like in other, do you think all of them feel bad? Teleport is reckless with the wind-up time and instant camera pan.
See anything you like?
I think it really feels smooth, to be honest. Feels good. I don't know. But would you rather have it would you rather have it have no wind-up time?
I'll give you a good price.
Like it has a very short wind-up, right? Like, I don't know, what is this? Like 1, 2, 3 frames, and then you're like over here. And the camera like goes with you, because it's always centered on the character. I don't know, I think it's fun. Does Epoch mobility skills feel better?
Well, you work, Derek. We have to hit them hard and fast.
I mean, the Rogue's Dash feels really good. The Lunge is like a Shadow Strike in a way. I feel like, yeah, at first I thought like Last Epochs feel really, really good as well. And I mean, they do feel very good. Oh, I didn't change this one, whoops. Let's actually change this one. Sure. Oh, that's where my... wait. Where's my bleed rest? It's on the organs as well. Yikes. Oh well, I guess that's fine. So what was I gonna say? The one thing that I hate about LE movement abilities is like you can't like go over obstacles like this even worse than in Grim Dawn. Like in Grim Dawn you can do it when like the total traveling path around is like a certain, like below a certain threshold, right? Like you can't teleport down here, right? You can't do it here, but if you're standing here you can do it down here because of the stairs and then like the path thing, like oh well, why does it not work now? You can do it like here or something, yeah, there we go. But in Last Epoch you wouldn't be able to do that at all, right? Like you can only, like in Path of, I mean not Path of Exile, in Last Epoch, right? In Last Epoch you can like literally only teleport if there's like nothing between, right? If there's like a small pebble here, you can't like teleport over it really. The mage teleport or rogue dash in last epoch? I don't know, to me, I mean yes, they feel really good in last epoch, but to me also those feel literally the same as the Grim Dawn teleport. It's just they have like a longer range. Dash with snapping. I don't know, I feel like this one feels the same. More, I mean, it's maybe like a little slower. It feels pretty much the same to me. It's like, okay, it's a little slower because of the wind-up time being a little longer, but you can do stuff like, well, if it works, like if you know the if you know where to port, right, you can like port over the stuff like this, and you can't do that in last epoch. They're improving that for next patch. I mean, that would be nice. I mean, in general, right? In general, last epoch just feels like a very snappy game. Like last epoch in general feels like a snappier game than Grim Dawn for sure. How do you build our Reckoning now with Warlord? What's that? I mean, you don't have to build Warlord. You can certainly play like another class for our Reckoning. Other classes might even be better, at least for damage. But yeah, if you wanna play our Reckoning, right, on a Warlord, you probably always play Warborn set, right? So really nothing has changed. It's like the same as before. I mean, it has been the same since like the introduction of our Reckoning and like Forgotten Gods expansion, right? It has always been Warlord with our Reckoning has always been Warborn, and it still is. Same thing. Basically the same build.
Keep your weapons where I can.
Other our Reckoning builds have changed a little bit, unlike how you build them. And I guess in theory you could also play like a Gut Smasher our Reckoning build now, because the weapon is finally not trash for our Reckoning. But yeah, I would say the best our Reckoning Warlord build is probably still using Warborn set. Alright, let's see which boss we have here, and let's see if we can kill him. I mean, Adric, the Stunjax Adric might actually kill me, so we have to like be careful still here. Like, it's still ultimate, right? Who do we have here? Oh, when you got Totem Adric? That should be easy, right? Even an ultimate should be doable, right? Okay. Yeah, but these pit bosses are rather easy. You still triggered at the Druid announcement that it's not literally Kazakhs. They gave you pets instead. It's like the first two abilities feel good, right? They're very much similar like Kazakhs, but then the rest is just pet stuff on top. It's like, what? I mean, oh well. You can just like spec it to... I guess you can like spec the form so that you don't have to like rely on those abilities at all. But then you're like kind of playing with less abilities because of last epoch you're... Especially with the transformations, I think you're like forced to play those abilities or something, right? You can't even like change your hotkey bar, can you? In last epoch if you're like transforming. I don't know, I've actually not played Druid really yet, but on Reaper form, like on... Wait, no, actually Reaper form doesn't have new abilities really other than Reap, right? Imagine expecting Ali to be like lol, SMH my head. You can switch hotkeys for transforming now. Oh, that's nice. That's gonna be really nice as well, I like that a lot. Okay, so what was the stuff here that we were gonna do? I was thinking about something. Maybe I just forgot. Oh yeah, level 75, we need to go to Elite real quick and get the totally normal shield, right? So maybe like just get it right now. Get the portal and then get it. How's Last Epoch? I mean, it's in beta. I mean, it's like an early access still. It doesn't have any seasons. I mean, it will have some after release, but it's still like in development. Like it's on patch 0.8 or something like that. Like it's an early access game. I mean, it's very good for an early access game, but it's still early access. Is it fast? It's like in between, I would say. It's in between. It's in between Grim Dawn and Path of Exile when it comes to speed. It's like in a middle ground. Slower than Grim Dawn, you think? What? No, I would say it's... I mean, it's slower than this build, yes. But overall, I would say it's faster than Grim Dawn. I would say like in between. How? Even how is it slower? Like how is it faster than Grim Dawn? I mean, as I said, like it's slower than this build, right? It's slower than this build for sure. But like an average, you move slow as fuck. Have you tried getting more movement speed on gear? Movement ability cooldowns are kinda long. They are a little bit longer than Grim Dawn, right? That is actually true. But your movement ability, like your movement speed can be like way quicker than Grim Dawn. And also you can have like double charges on some movement abilities, like on the lunge for example, right? What I really... yeah, that's true. I mean, what I really don't like about Last Epoch still is you're forced into like 5 abilities. You can only pick 5 and play 5 and specialize into 5 and that's it. Like in Grim Dawn you can have, what is this, like 3, 6, 9, 10, 20, 22 abilities, right? And you can have so many, but you don't have to, right? In Last Epoch you kind of always are forced into 5 abilities. You can have less if you use auras instead, right? But like, yeah, that's also the next thing, right? In Grim Dawn you have like a separate bar for auras. In LE you don't have like a bar for auras, you just have like auras on your main bar. So you're like either playing an aura or an active ability. I mean, some of the auras have, like all of the auras have active parts as well. But they just like press this to have like more stats. It's like pressing pneumatic burst or something, right? It really doesn't feel very impactful, like interactive. So I don't know. I still like kind of don't like that you can't play like piano builds or one button builds. You're kind of like always forced to play something in between.
Good, you're back.
You're like forced to play 5 abilities and that's it.
Hans says never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Holy shit. Dude, he's a rap god. Hans the rap god. Thank you so much for the sub, Farnsworth. Welcome back, welcome back. Hans the rap god. Thank you, Hans, for that rap, and thank you for the sub. Farnsworth, very much appreciated. Thank you for your support. So what am I doing here in Conclave? I'm getting the shield, right? So we got a level 50 shield on normal. On Elite you can do the same thing, right? Up here. And this shield will be level 75 75, right? Yeah, that was 75, there we go. And this one, oh, that's so huge, dude. I didn't even know that, right? So level 50 has only +1 Oathkeeper. Level 75 has +1 Oathkeeper and Soldier. Well, that solves the Blitz issue that I had. That's absolutely huge, dude. What the hell? It's insane. Hands rolled, yeah. I got rickrolled by Hans. Well, Hans rolled.
Come see what's left of my wares. See you around.
Yo, XCon, welcome. Why is Warlord so goddamn OP? Dude, I don't know, dude. It's weird. It's just weird at this point. It's just really weird.
I do the best I can with what I've got.
Okay, what?
What
Alright, reduce some points here, right? Reduce 1 point here, 1 here and 1 here, right? Something like that. Okay, and then what? We can put these 3 points into... Haven, for example, I guess. 15k HP, level 75, 2.5. Dude, like, all of my stats, apart from, like, OA, are, like, almost endgame stats. Like, what is this? Even the crit and, like, the fizz res, right? Absolutely broken. Alright, I guess it's time for another link then. For level 75. 75 of course, not 74. By the way, SSF Warlord. 3k OA, 4k DA, 5k armor, 21k HP. Shattering Smash. I mean, these have like crazy affixes, of course, like Formidable of the Drangul, right? 80% Fizzerness. Yeah, like this is basically what an endgame version of this build could look like if you have like really good gear, right? This is literally what it could look like. Absolutely broken. Absolutely fucking broken. Oh, even have Oleron. Wait, Oleron instead of Azrakan? You can do that? Wait. Oh no, Bear then. I don't know. Okay. Oleron instead of Bear. I mean, both could be good, right? I don't know. But yeah, that's absolutely broken. What the fuck, dude? Absolutely broken.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Yeah, not even Overseer prefix on the helmet. Like, Formidable is really good, but like on helmet, you probably want Overseers instead, right? Where's my... Oh, I didn't get this one. Oops. It's fine, Copium. Yeah. It's fine. What the fuck? Yo, Surprise, welcome. Welcome. Alright, so Quaid. I'll find Moneybags Martin. Okay, that's what. Oh yeah, we gotta kill Crowny, right? Did I get the new normal shield? Yes, I just went to Elite and got it. Like a second ago, like 2 minutes ago. Welcome Mental. Absolutely broken. Until a couple of patches ago, tier 1 leap scale was actually slower than moving. Yeah, the low level leaps were like horrible. They buffed all the leaps. I think now, especially like the endgame leaps, they have like huge range. They actually feel pretty good. But yeah, the low level leap was like absolutely horrible, dude. So bad. True, true. By the way, I still have 0% last year, right? I still have 0% last year. Like I've not had... I've leveled from level 1 to level 75 with a 0% last all this time. Seems okay. Feels okay, man. Like you just pop your absorption, right, that you have on top of your armor, like Ascension and the Overguard, and then you just kill stuff, and then stuff is dead, right? And if you need to heal, you just use a pot. If you need to heal, right? No augments? No, I don't need augments. This build doesn't need augments. It's too broken. I have two. I have like on rings, right? Oh, I have one. I have literally one augment, one slith venom for like some poison bleeders, and even that one I don't even need it, right? I don't even need it. I don't even need that augment either. Like what the fuck, dude? Leg plates. Oh, another Hell Forged. Alright. Yo, Marcus, welcome. One of my Markovian cells is better and tankier than us, probably. I kinda doubt that, honestly. Like, if you look at the GD stash, like the version with like the good rolls, right? I kinda doubt Markovian is better than that. I think this is actually better than Markovian, like if you have good rolls. Those rolls are impossible though, 80% physical resistance my ass. I mean Markovian doesn't have... Does Markovian have 80% physical resistance? It doesn't have that either, right? Markovian has 0? Yeah, there you go. 18%. Yeah, how is it better then? Like, it's not better, right? You're playing it with a Witchblade with 8%. Yeah, okay, I agree with the Witchblade being really good for Markovian. I really like Markovian on Witchblade. I like Markovian more on Witchblade than on Warlord, I think, actually. Like, Witchblade is awesome for... Witchblade is awesome for Markovian. Not Markovian? Are you playing this as Witchblade? Oh, not Markovian. Imagine playing Markovian. I mean, Markovian was really good though, it's just this, I mean, that's broken now, right? I guess. I mean, the Ring of Steel part is probably not that broken because it's only like good for Korba and like, that's fine. The Blitz part might be too broken, or maybe like the other items are too broken, right? Like Milton's Cask, or maybe Warden's Fortress, or like the Amulet. I don't know, like something that's too much. Just Warden Shield with Fizz prefix is insane already. Yeah, it is. I mean, I have a... It's not durable, but it's enduring, which is like a little bit less Fizz than enduring. I mean, than durable. But it's still like really good. Already puts me to like 46%. And yeah, Warlord has less Fizz than Witchblade because of Blood of Dragon. Blood of Dragon is like 12% on top. Obsessed with Fizziness. I mean, the more you have, the more ridiculous your damage reduction to physical damage is gonna be, and usually you have already like pretty good defenses for everything else but physical. So physical is like the scariest damage type that you take. And getting like, I don't know, for example, going from 60% Fizz to 8% Fizz means that you will take 50% less physical resistance, I mean physical damage, right? And how else can you reduce your physical damage by 50%? You can't, right? It's the only way. But it's also like very hard to get to that point, right? I mean, it's just the more Fizz you have, the better it becomes, and then you kind of want to just stack it. I guess. I mean, depends what you sacrifice for it there. If you have like almost no Fizz, then you rather want to rely on, I guess, just absorption or percent absorption or damage reduction debuffs or what's it called? Like DA even. But then everybody checks builds and like, this one has 50% Fizz, that's garbage build. I mean, it depends. It depends. Like on casters, you can like still not get hit, right? The thing is, many physical abilities in this game, yes, like most abilities will have a big physical part of it, right? And physical damage is generally like the scariest damage type. However, most of them that actually deal lots of physical damage, right? They're usually attacks that are either melee or rather easy to dodge, like Alexander's Meteors, right? Like they are either easy to dodge or melee, right? So if you're playing a caster, you can certainly more reliably dodge them than say a like non-caster. So it can still be fun to like play a caster with like 50% Fizz, right? Also because casters have usually like percent absorption from, for example, Maven Sphere, or lots of flat absorption from like, I don't know, Inquisitor's Seal or Blast Shield and stuff like that. So yeah, it can still be totally fun.
See anything you like, put it to good use. I do the best I can with what I've got.
It really like depends on what kind of character you're playing and what kind of quantity you wanna, well, defeat or face tank or kite, right? The problem is usually casters that can't kite, right? Like casters that can't kite, like for example challenging casters like Aether Ray and so on. I mean, you can somewhat kite with them, but like way worse than with like cooldown based casters, right? And then you still need to be like able to face tank, at least for a certain amount of time. And yeah, then it can be like somewhat how do you say that? Like hard to build a character to like become tanky enough and deal damage. Or like it will become like very hard to play them because you need to like kite perfectly without like losing too much damage. Can a Warlord even be a glass? I feel like something like Targo build is probably like the glassiest you can play on a Warlord. But even Targo is like rather tanky compared to other builds, right? Or like other classes. I just did like a rough sketch. 103 crowns right, the second link. Oh, it's just a very rough sketch. Obviously it doesn't have the same stats that your version had that you linked earlier, but like all those crazy like affixes. Right? Dual Sandclaw. Wait, what do you play without even Blade Art? Why would you dual wield weapons for Blade Art? It's weird. Priest. Kill a priest. Adds ton of flat to Blade Arc. Doesn't the shield do that too? The Kaliska's shield. It's not your version, a friend made it for memes. It's soft corrupt patch, alright. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty broken. If you play this build in the community league, will everybody make fun of you? No, maybe. But maybe everybody will just play this build. Nah, I don't know. If this, like for endgame, I think it's not as broken as it's for level up. I mean, it's pretty broken. Honestly, like it feels like it could be even more broken for endgame than it is right now. Not necessarily because of the damage, but rather because of like damage and tankiness combined. Just play like Witchblade instead of Warlord and like play the same other than that, right? For example. Alright, is it already time to like look for new shoulders and a new chest instead of Praetorian, or do we still like play Praetorian for some more? I mean, it should be fine, right? It should be fine. It's gonna be your next build for sure. If you can't kill all the stand super bosses of the meme league, with a meme build, did you even play the league? Exactly. Did you even play the game? Did you even play the league? Also played a Warlord never before? Okay. I mean, Warlord is good. What can I say? It's not bad. It's not Pog Wave.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Dude, Force Wave with like max casting speed does actually feel really good to play though. Like, it might be the boring and the same thing over and over, but it doesn't even feel that bad to play, to be honest. It's just everybody plays it, right? Or like, everybody has like played it for so much, so long already, that it gets kind of boring. But to be honest, like every now and then I really like the ability. Feels very smooth, with like good casting speed. Fire visuals look bad to you. Fire force visuals. Oh, that is disappointing to hear. Maybe you're gonna like the Aether Force Wave more in the league. Find Obsidian Juggernaut and play it. Chaos. It's not the same as Force Wave though. Like it's a little bit different of a skill, but similar. Like a 3 projectile shotgun skill. You guys have Aether Force Wave? Yes, we will have Aether Force Wave in the league. I even showed it on stream, didn't I? I think I made the effect on stream. Like some weeks ago. 1 or 2 weeks ago. Like 2 weeks? Oh, 2 weeks. Imagine like having to dodge this guy. Make carried Aether again. Alright, so we made it to Act 2, the end of Act 2 here, right? I think I'm gonna actually stop here and just hand in the quests here, and then we're done for this episode for today. Probably. Maybe not. Maybe I should like continue more. My big Martin is dead. Just, I don't know, I'm like really hungry and I need to get something, maybe take a small break or something. Cannons, do the cannons. Cannons like Homesteader, it's like next act. You can do cannons next time for sure. We could do like... Let's do Strange Key and Target's Formula, right? Like I don't really do these that often this early, so let's just do them now. One more level, just one more level, yeah exactly. And let's do like one more level here, like 2. We got the key, right? We got the key already. Let's do Depraved Sanctuary and Hargate's lab. Depraved Sanctuary is over here, right? This way. Stand an Aether, DPS, Greater. Yeah. I mean that still rhymes better than Goody and Azel, right? Oh boy. This pack could have been scary, I guess. The arcane in there and like all the Ranox. With the max HP reduction aura as well. What's my DPS? You mean like DPS counter? I mean, depends what you put here. Right? Like it always just shows what you put in your left mouse button. Like my RF DPS is like 10k, but it doesn't show the damage of Shattering Smash at all. Like this just gets ignored. Blitz DPS is like 67k. Highest crit is 209k. I mean, it's just burst damage on Blitz for the most part. Oh yeah, maybe I should like finally get some last hit right against like guys like this. I finally feel like I need to get some form of regen maybe. Get the goody devotion. I mean, honestly, I should be fine with just like a Restless Remains or something, right? Like some last hit somewhere. Should be good enough. Like a Seed of Blades, for example, later would be so good actually. But I mean, currently I don't have it, of course. Can't craft it yet. Hearing Chthonian Cultists give me PTSD after farming pit offhand. Kill the unbeliever. Alright. We just sell these as well, right? We don't need them anymore. Like I was maybe thinking about using them, but pro not. Wait, I don't have enough physique to wear this. What? What's going on here? I need to put more physique. Oops. Imagine like being a warlord and not having enough physique to wear armor. That's something that has never happened to me before. Certainly not. I mean, we could also just 1 point veterans here, right? That's fine, I do that. Let's remove 1 point here and put it to veterancy. And then we need 8% less physique to wear stuff, so we could also like wear this one finally. And power leg plates are better, right? Do we want that though? Do we want it? Lose veterans, gain bleeders. Actually, I think we do want that. Gain veterans, lose armor. What's my reputation with Devil's Crossing? Honored. I mean, once I'm revered with these guys and I can get like the good ring, I mean ring augments, like Survivor's Ingenuity. I totally want to get rid of the Slith Venom, right? And then I might need more Bleeders. I mean, not really there. Whatever. Alright, so Hargate's lab is actually somewhat of a scary environment because of all the poison ground on the ground, which deals like max percentage HP damage as well, just like 80 ground. So it can be quite the annoying place if you don't zoom through it properly. You died to that totem so many times, apparently not with the Warlord. Oh, the one in Depraved Sanctuary? Yeah. I mean, this one here can also be kind of scarier sometimes, right? This one can also be somewhat scary depending on what you get, but I mean, all these guys do mostly physical damage, so they shouldn't hurt me. Right? Because of my armor and fizziness. Yeah, not really. Oh my god, the ground hurts more than all the enemies. I don't have leech. Shit. I really need leech. I really need leech right now. How do these X% reduction to enemy health skills work? The same as crushing blows like Fury and Diablo 2? I have no idea what those Diablo 2 skills are, but in Grim Dawn they basically only work on trash, so like it doesn't work on bosses, so it's kind of not something you should really care about, to be honest. Just ignore it. Because like bosses are immune in a way, or like have like high rest against it or something, I don't know. They could like literally just remove the stat and like people wouldn't even realize, like it's so useless. Just a bait. Just basically like there to bait new people into like thinking it's useful, but it's not. I mean, yeah, if enemies, like bosses, were not immune to it, then it would be too OP. But as it is, it's like also kind of useless. I don't know, I feel like just this type of stat is just bad. Like, it's not really healthy, or like, it's so hard to like implement it like properly into an ARPG, right? Like, it's always gonna be broken, either broken bad or broken OP, right? Like, there's no real middle ground, I think, for a stat like that, like for a damage type like that. And Titan Quest bosses were affected, so it was too OP, yeah. And Grim Dawn, they just made it useless. I don't know why they didn't just remove it. I guess they didn't want to for whatever reason, but yeah, they could have probably also just removed it, honestly. You know, let's just run SOT on top, right? Like, because why not? Let's run SOT on ultimate level 77, right? Why not? What is SSF? It's like solo self-found, meaning there's like a fresh start. Like, I'm not using anything from my stash. Everything that I'm playing, like using on this character, is something the character itself has found, including recipes for blueprints, everything, right? Like, so you can basically play exactly what I'm playing right now as well, if you have just bought the game and you're like new to the game, right? You can literally play the same thing. I mean, you might not play it the same way, but you could, if you wanted to, play exactly the same thing. Better to make it like a damage vulnerability instead, like resist shred something. Yeah, for example. It's like, it's at Act 2 that you realize you have another 20-ish hours of basically nothing changing about your character at all. Oh, that copy pasta? That like another Reddit post. Like what? What? How did he come to that conclusion? And the thing is, like, right, when people write something like that and they're not trolling, they have to actually gotten to that conclusion, right? And then you're like, how? And it's like, how? They had to have a certain experience with the game that made them get to that conclusion, right? And you're like, how? I mean, people play games in different ways, of course. So I'm not saying it's like impossible to get to those conclusions, but like I would actually like to know how, for example, the guy who wrote that got to that conclusion. Like how do you get to that conclusion? Like I would legit be interested. Yeah, I don't think he was talking about low sets. Okay, this build is like certainly quicker than last epoch, right? Like how the movement abilities, holy moly. It's crazy. Alright, let us enter the Steps of Torment. Let's do that. Usually also you should not go there with like full inventory, like go back and sell first. Let's do this instead then. Yo, Muklas, welcome. Yeah, I know somebody here posted a Shadow Strike of Rune Dervish. Oh, you mean Dune Fiend? Dune Fiend Dervish with 2.4 million top damage? Yeah. Yours is 500k, what the fuck, rigged. You played 6 levels of SR2? Huh. They're about to stick me with needle. Are you getting your booster? Are you gonna get boosted? Boosted Lamau. Oh, flu shot, not corona booster. Yes. This guy's level 86, by the way. Did we go in here too early? Monka, level 86, what the fuck. It's like 10 levels above me. I wonder what level Alchemist is gonna be then. I'm getting way too cocky on this build, dude. But I mean, how can you not become cocky on a build like this? It's so weird, dude. I mean, usually you should like not go here and automate, right? At this point, like you shouldn't. You just shouldn't. scales with my gear, not character level. Wait, what's this reflect? Stop it. Oh yeah, I forgot. SOT is like the dungeon of reflect. Actually kind of dangerous for a build like this. Yo, Lucas, welcome in. Let's see, Ilgor. At 85. Dude, what's this D-jump? I also still don't have last steal, right? I didn't get last steal. Oh my god. Please get last steal, guys, before doing this. At least some last steal, right? Just don't attack? You might be onto something here. Oh my god, reflect. Should we hit it? Dude, I can't like not hit it there. Lifestyle? Lifesteal? Did I say lifestyle? What? Dude, can I heal? Oh, well, what's wrong with my constitution here? Dude, am I still reflecting on something? Like, what's going on? Holy. Reflect duration like plus 5000% or what? Look at the mods. The poison damage. Poison detail over 5. Yeah, but it says over 5 seconds, not over 50. The poison on me, okay. I mean, the internal traumas. Oh yeah, these guys trigger the poison as well, I forgot. These guys, of course. I mean, yeah, their players get pet, so if they hit an enemy, they trigger the poison and the poison will be on me. Yikes. Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. I mean, it doesn't really make sense, but that's how it works, right? That's how it works. It's actually really annoying, man. Like, you already have like lots of reflectors here, like taking internal trauma damage all the time from yourself, and then like poison reflect on top as well. I mean, that's kind of annoying. New player-friendly mechanic, obviously. Yeah, that's... Alright, we're gonna go back here like at a later stage anyway, right? But for now, let's just kill the boss. Let's see if we can kill Alchemist level 78. Dude, the reflect is really annoying, like the retest is really annoying when you have like no lifesteal. None at all. It's really annoying actually. Okay, let's wait for Resilience to go off cooldown. And then we fight this guy, right? Fighting spirit up, resilience basically up, okay. Level 87, alright. Oh, you shouldn't fight him inside the blue stuff that he throws down, right? But yeah, you just kill him, I guess, at level 78. Okay. That was interesting. But I definitely get some lifesteal, right? I mean, Atakan Shadow Strike hits with both hands, but it will be combined into one hit. So it will show as one hit over here. So like if you have 2.4 million here from a Shadow Strike, it will actually show as 2.4 million and not like as 1.2. Mythical Final March is something we should keep there. That's really nice. Face Guard of Justice. That's not the mythical one there. Okay, should we fix lifesteal real quick maybe? How do we fix lifesteal? Well, the cheapest way to fix lifesteal would be to just use a different armor component on my gloves, right? That's probably what I should do here. So we remove some attack speed and some chaos rolls here, which is totally fine because we are gonna get some more later once we're like revered with some classes, some factions, and we get a Restless Remains instead, right? Which has energy, casting speed, which we don't really care about, but it also has lifesteal. Right? So 3% lifesteal at least, better than nothing. Later on we probably want to use something like a Seal of Blades, but that's like a component for which you need to find the blueprint first, so that is kind of out of the question for now. Yeah, you go to the monster database on GRIMTOOLS.com and then you can like search for whatever like boss you want to look up, right? And then you can check what their abilities are, what damage times they have, what their stats are, like what they are OA and DA, like offensive and defensive ability are, right? Basically go to GRIMTOOLS for everything that you need to know about this game. GRIMTOOLS has like basically everything. I mean, I think there are like one or two things that you can't look up there, but other than that it's like everything there on one page. It's pretty nice, pretty convenient. How did I find all of those bone crushers? I mean, this is like from normal. It's only 4, right? I mean, 6. I mean, we did normal East Marsh. Kill Voldrak.
Ah,
I mean, you kill the troll in Odakoya, right? You kill Voldrak and you kill the troll in East Marsh. And some of them are gonna drop some, right? And then you kill some others as well, some elites, like from all the totems as well. So yeah, it's like 6 for now. I think most of them are actually from totems. Like, totems give you so many. Alright, anyway, I think that's gonna be it for me for today, for this character. So thank you so much everybody for watching as well on YouTube, and I'll see you around on the next episode.